Ryugen in the previous monster games was extremely broken. No matter what we did to him, he was broken. We the amount of work that it took to come up with a new concept for him while maintaining what he originally was, very difficult. But I think we managed to succeed with that. I think he is still a very good character in this game, but he's not the way he was before. He's a much more balanced character. Um, he has quite a lot of tools, similar to his last version of himself, but uh, there are definitely some differences. Ryugen is primarily a poking character. You're going to be keeping people out with your jumping A. In this game, there are 4 buttons. There's A, B, which A is your light attack, B is your medium attack, C is your heavy attack, and the shift button, which activates your shift. Uh, Ryugen is a very he's a pretty easy character to play. He's a very poke heavy. He's a counter character. He has counters. He can shut down people's offenses. And like I said, he can keep you out pretty good with his standing A here. He has pretty good anti-air. This is actually a really good anti-air. I can show you guys the hitbox on this anti-air. This is really good. Um, that's primarily going to be his ground way of keeping people out. This anti-air is forward B, um, and it's actually very fast. All command normals in this game are forward instead of forward button like many other games. So your command anti-air for him is going to be forward B. Um, and if you you got your prediction, you can predict whether or not someone's going to jump in at you. You can keep them out with jumping A. Uh, this is going to be your primary air spacing tool, which is very important in this game. Footsie is extremely important in this game, more so than the previous ones. Ryugen has a pretty far crouching A. Uh, he also has a running command grab, which is cortical back and B. Uh, this move can be used in junction with several other things. It actually also can be used in junction with his back throw. His back throw puts you in a block stun. You actually end up having to sit in that place, and then it allows a mix-up. So he has some pretty unique tools specific to him. Um, Crouching B is a pretty good low. It reaches pretty far. This also can be used as anti-air. This is crouching C. His dashing low is dash forward, crouching C. So forward, down, and C this is a knockdown. Ryugen's actually pretty good for Okazemi and otherwise. He doesn't have strong wake-ups, but he does have pretty strong anti-wake-up game. Like, so if your opponent is going to use a reversal, which quite a bit of characters have in this game, there are several characters with invulnerable reversals on wake-up. This move here will actually counter their invulnerable wake-ups. Well, actually, you'll eat the hit, but you'll get a counter, and then you can shift into a combo. So you have to be very careful actually waking up against Rugan. And this actually lasts a while. So again, you have to be very careful. Um, he has this move here, which is more or less kind of something you can use to set up your command grab, your running command grab. Or you can, it leaves in a pretty long hit stun. You're actually at quite a bit of advantage on hit for that, so you get a dash and mix up, so you can do some, you know, shenanigans. This move, quarter circle forward light attack, is kind of like, uh, it's his primary spacing tool on the ground. People have to be very careful about approaching this move. But at any point that hits, you can cancel into quarter circle forward B, and you will get an additional lightning effect on that move. That move right there will send them flying. So you can confirm this. You actually have quite a long time to confirm it. Um, and because of the pushback, if you're fast enough, you can shift and dash up and do a jump combo if you're fast enough. Um, it is possible. What else? He has a pretty good jumping B. This is his jumping B. It doesn't cross up. No, he doesn't have any cross up. It looks like he does, but he doesn't. Yeah, but He doesn't have a comboable overhead that doesn't require either meter or using your shift. So you can combo from there. This is his overhead, which is forward, forward, C. Forward, forward, C. And you can mix that with forward, forward, down, C. You don't really get any damage on this other than setting up your wake-up game. He doesn't have any OTGs in this version. I do plan on changing that. I do plan on getting an OTG, but in this version he does not have one. Other than that, I mean, Ryugen's a pretty straightforward character. I'll talk about his shifts and what they actually do for him. Let me go ahead and do that. So, Tranquility, his moves gain auto guard, meaning his command run that actually will have one hit of upper body auto guard. So now they can hit you with a low, but no, random it seems like y'all gave characters. Okay, just a random curiosity question. It seems like y'all gave most characters that kind of. That was for both combo ability and ease of use. I wanted to make the characters easy. I made the learning curve for the game very low. Um, Again, eliminating people's excuses for execution being too heavy or whatever, and making it so that when you play the game, you don't have to focus so much on your execution as it is. Oh, yeah, no problem. You don't have to focus so much on your execution uh, as you do on actually coming up with a strategy for your character. This is a very matchup-heavy game. Very similar to that of Super Turbo, which we know Super Turbo is a very matchup-heavy game. You don't know your matchups, you're going to get blown up. In this game, it's the same. You don't know how to fight certain characters, you're going to get blown up. It's pretty simple like that. Uh, I spent a bit of time on Ryugen trying to find a balance for him. He's going to be a very aggressive character, a very aggressive poke character. He can hit confirm his standing jabs into a combo. So hit confirmation in this game is easy. Uh, well, easy in comparison to other games, but it is pretty easy to hit confirm. Um, I do want to make sure that everyone understands that this game was not meant to be a very difficult game to learn. All right. Initially, that was the idea, to make a very complicated and well thought out game, which we did do with some characters. But as far as the game system goes, we wanted to make sure that the characters in the game were easy to pick up and then people can figure out things from there as far as how the game works. Spent quite a bit of time working on that, so hopefully that comes across when people do play the game. They get to see how easy the game really is to play, and then they will be able to see. And it's not that fast paced either. So it's not like you can't keep up with what's going on in the game. Yeah, there are going to be some things you're going to have to figure out how to deal with, but you want a moderately paced game, not a game that you're going to have like these really fast overheads that are impossible to react to, and we made it so that a lot of the things in this game were able to be reacted to. Um, Once you're able to learn to react to those things, then it makes it significantly easier to play the game. And you really have to work with all of the characters. You really have to work to do well in this game. Okay, so continuing on with my shift analysis. Sorry, I had a question. I had to answer that. Um, yeah, like I said, that has 1 point of upper body auto guard. That has 3 points of upper body auto guard in Tranquility. It's just quarter circle back A. Um, these moves do not have auto guard on them in Tranquility. Nice. Any other questions before I continue? Okay, monster shift. We'll go into that. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah. Okay, monster shift. That's not monster shift. Let's try that again. Okay. Um, monster shift. He doesn't really gain too much from it. Monster is not going to be as strong as, though he does gain access to a projectile, which adds to his ability to keep people out. Uh, well, everybody gains access to the projectile. Very few characters actually get bonuses within Monster, like damage boosts and improvements and stuff like that. So, uh, yeah, not many characters are gonna get uh, too many bonuses. As far as the yes, they all get the projectile. It's better for some characters than others. Like some characters actually need it, which is why they should be a monster, and or they're going to be best utilized in it. Pretty much. Oh, I could talk about freedom a little bit. Let's talk about freedom. Uh, that's not freedom. Okay. Freedom. His moves pretty much stay the same, but he does gain access to this dash. Actually, for him, freedom is a pretty good option because he actually gains access to pretty quick overheads. I'll demonstrate that for you. Okay. In freedom, that's not. I gotta learn how to actually do this right. Okay. In freedom, you get these command dashes. And in the air, you get this air dash. Um, they do require, they cost 10% of your shift gauge, but for Ryugen, he gets well, all characters, they hit down and down and shift button, and you gain access to a jump, like a short hop, similar to that of KOF. And what that allows him to do is, it allows him to create some pretty crazy mix-ups. He's going to gain access to mix-ups that he didn't have. Freedom is going to be more of a mix-up. You can still do it, still do combos with it and everything. Obviously, that's the point, custom combos. But Freedom, in the final version of the game, you will be able to cancel one special into another special that isn't a part of the Rekka chain. Uh, so you're gonna be very limited in that, but you can still do it. You can still from the previous game. So yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Sums up the walkthrough for Ryugen. Like I said, Ryugen is a pretty basic character. Um, he's going to be poking at you, and then when he's done harassing you with these really annoying pokes, then he can run up and command grab you, or he can, bust out his shenanigans, and or oh, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this, or he's got his share of shenanigans, and it Freedom also makes his grabs really good because you can cancel the command dash. You can cancel into the command dash shift, and then you can apply for the mix-up. Actually, I'll give you an example of that before I end this little walkthrough here. So I'll go ahead and enter something like that, or like let's try that again real quick. Okay, so like that. So you get a little mix up off of it. I can do something similar to uh, let me activate it again. I'm doing the wrong throw. Let's go ahead and do that again. Sorry guys, I'm pausing. So you do the forward throw. I gotta activate first. Come on. Okay, so you do forward throw, and then you activate the shift. After this, try doing a basic shift system. Yeah, I can do that. Just don't ask me any questions. I'll do a basic system run through of the game. Try to demonstrate a few things for you guys. Uh, but yeah, so that pretty much sums up Ryugen as a whole. What I'll do is I will end this. I'll go to the main, go pick another character, and I will try to demonstrate the system. I will stop the stream for like a second and then come back and then do this. So give me a second.